General Hospital will reveal exciting details during the week of February 10th to 14th, 2025. First, Jason returns to Port Charles expecting a sense of familiarity, but instead, he finds himself thrust into chaos. His homecoming is anything but smooth, as old enemies resurface, alliances shift, and the people he left behind struggle to reconcile his return with their current lives. Carly, torn between relief and frustration, demands answers he isn't ready to give, while Sam keeps her distance, unsure if she can trust him again. His presence also disrupts the tenuous peace Sonny has been trying to maintain, as unresolved tensions bubble to the surface. Meanwhile, Drew and Willow face an unexpected and dangerous threat. What initially appears to be a routine matter quickly escalates into something far more sinister, putting both their lives at risk. Drew, still reeling from recent events, finds himself in a situation that forces him to confront not just the danger at hand, but also the weight of his past decisions. Willow, always resilient, is determined to fight back, but she soon realizes that this battle may be bigger than she anticipated. As for Sonny, his health crisis forces him to reevaluate everything. The news from his cardiologist leaves him with a difficult choice: continue keeping his struggles to himself, or finally confide in those who care about him. Natalia, ever perceptive, sees through his tough exterior and urges him to be honest with his family. She reminds him that even the strongest men need support, especially from those who love them. However, Sonny isn't ready to face that vulnerability just yet. Instead, he throws himself deeper into his business, searching for control in a life that feels increasingly uncertain. As the week unfolds, tensions rise, secrets threaten to unravel, and the people of Port Charles find themselves at a crossroads. Jason's return, Drew and Willow's looming danger, and Sonny's health crisis all intertwine in unexpected ways, setting the stage for a week filled with drama, revelations, and high-stakes decisions. Second, Carly never imagined she would willingly align herself with Nina, but circumstances push her toward an uneasy truce. After much resistance, she finally acknowledges that working together serves a greater purpose, even if it means setting aside their mutual disdain, at least temporarily. Their alliance is built on strategy rather than trust, each woman keeping a careful watch on the other, knowing that at any moment, their fragile cooperation could shatter. For Nina, this partnership presents an opportunity, but it also places her in dangerous territory. She's playing with fire, and she knows it. Carly, relentless in her approach, pushes for results, fully aware that if their plan works, it could send ripples through Drew and Willow's relationship. Although Carly tells herself she's acting for the greater good, a part of her doesn't mind the idea of exposing hidden truths, especially if it means proving a point to Drew, who has made it clear where his loyalties lie. At the same time, Nina harbors a secret that could upend everything: her affair with Drew, which neither of them ever confessed to Willow. If the truth comes out, the damage could be catastrophic, and Nina knows she can't afford another betrayal in Willow's eyes. She's worked too hard to rebuild any semblance of trust with her daughter, and one wrong move could cost her everything. Yet, as the pressure mounts, she struggles to keep that secret buried, fearing that Carly might already suspect something, or worse, that Drew himself may crack under the weight of his own guilt. As their plan unfolds, Carly and Nina navigate a dangerous game, balancing personal agendas with the risks that come with manipulation. Their uneasy alliance may achieve its intended goal, but the collateral damage could be greater than either of them anticipates. In the end, one of them is bound to come out on top, while the other faces devastating consequences. Third, Willow has been working hard to establish boundaries in her relationship with Nina, cautiously allowing her mother into her life but never fully letting her guard down. However, the fragile nature of their bond means that even the smallest betrayal could shatter it beyond repair. When she inevitably learns about Drew and Nina's past affair, the impact will be devastating. Willow has already struggled with trust issues, and it comes to Nina, and this revelation will only reinforce her belief that her mother is incapable of honesty. Any progress they've made will be undone in an instant, leaving Nina scrambling to salvage what little remains of their relationship. To make matters worse, Willow's anger won't be reserved for Nina alone. Drew, the man she trusted and supported through countless obstacles, will face her wrath as well. She will question whether anything between them was real, wondering if he ever truly valued their relationship or if he was simply keeping yet another secret from her. The betrayal will leave her reeling, forcing her to reconsider where she stands, not just with Drew, but with everyone in her life who has deceived her. At the same time, Nina's alliance with Carly could further complicate matters. If Willow discovers that her mother has been working with Carly in secret, she may feel even more blindsided. While Nina may justify her actions as a means to an end, Willow won't see it that way. To her, it will be just another example of Nina prioritizing her own agenda over their already fragile relationship. The damage could be irreversible, leaving Nina isolated and desperate to fix a situation that may be beyond repair. Meanwhile, Drew's growing desperation leads him down a dangerous path. His decision to seek out Selena Wu for leverage against Curtis is a risky move, one that could backfire in more ways than he anticipates. Although their first meeting was interrupted, it's only a matter of time before Drew follows up on his request. However, dealing with Selena means playing a game he may not be fully prepared for. She holds all the power in their dynamic, and if Drew isn't careful, he could find himself entangled in a web of favors and obligations that he never intended to be part of. As the week unfolds, secrets threaten to surface, alliances teeter on the edge of collapse, and those who thought they were in control may soon realize that they are merely pawns in a much larger game. Willow's world is about to be turned upside down, Nina's relationship with her daughter is on the verge of destruction, and Drew may soon find himself in over his head with one of Port Charles's most formidable players. The fallout will be swift, and the consequences will be undeniable. Fouth, Jordan steps into the unknown as she prepares to meet Jen Sidwell for the long-awaited dinner, her instincts telling her that she's walking into dangerous territory. Though she remains composed, years of experience have taught her to trust her gut, and something about Sidwell doesn't sit right. Isaiah's warnings still linger in her mind, and she can't shake the feeling that this evening could set off a chain reaction she isn't prepared for. As the night unfolds, Sidwell's charm is undeniable, but beneath his polished exterior lies something far more sinister, something Jordan senses but can't yet put her finger on. Meanwhile, Isaiah can't ignore his unease. He knows Sidwell isn't just another smooth talker with deep pockets, he's a threat, one that could upend everything Jordan has worked for. Determined to keep an eye on the situation, Isaiah begins digging deeper into Sidwell's background, searching for anything that might confirm his suspicions. But the closer he gets to the truth, the more dangerous his mission becomes. Someone is watching, and if he isn't careful, he may find himself in Sidwell's crosshairs before he gets the answers he needs. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Lulu finds herself caught off guard by a familiar and unsettling presence. Whether it's Sidwell or Cyrus Renault, the encounter leaves her shaken, her past wounds threatening to resurface. If it's Cyrus, she knows better than to take his words at face value. His brand of manipulation is subtle but powerful, and even though she refuses to let him see her fear, his mere presence reminds her of everything she's lost. If it's Sidwell, she quickly realizes that whatever game he's playing isn't just about Jordan, it could have consequences for the entire town. While danger lurks in the shadows, Valentine's Day brings a mix of romance and disruption across Port Charles. Drew, eager to show his devotion to Willow, plans something heartfelt and memorable, hoping to make up for recent tensions between them. But his efforts may be in vain, as Carly and Nina, each driven by their own motives, seem poised to derail the evening. Whether it's intentional sabotage or a consequence of their secret alliance, their actions could turn a night of love into a night of reckoning for Willow and Drew. As hearts are put to the test and hidden agendas play out, Port Charles is on the brink of another wave of revelations. Jordan faces an increasingly dangerous game, Isaiah inches closer to uncovering the truth, Lulu's past refuses to stay buried, and romance may not be enough to shield Drew and Willow from the storm that's brewing. What should be a week of celebration and new beginnings may instead bring betrayals, confrontations, and decisions that will change everything. Finally, Jason returns to Port Charles expecting challenges, but he never anticipated walking into a scandal that has nothing to do with him, at least, not directly. The rumor mill is already in overdrive, and thanks to Cody's loose lips, the entire town is convinced that he's the father of Sasha's baby. The whispers spread fast, turning speculation into certainty in the eyes of many. Jason, always a man of few words, finds himself in an unfamiliar position, facing a personal rumor that he can't immediately shut down without making things worse. The real complication, however, is Michael. Jason quickly pieces together the truth, that Michael is the actual father and that this situation is far more delicate than it appears. With Willow still in the dark and the Corinthos family name carrying significant weight in Michael's ongoing custody battle, Jason understands the stakes. He doesn't trust Cody's ability to keep quiet, and he knows that if the truth comes out at the wrong time, Michael could lose everything. For now, Jason does what he does best, he plays the long game. If letting people believe the rumor buys Michael time to figure out his next move, then so be it. Besides, Sasha, already overwhelmed by the situation, doesn't seem eager to correct the assumption either. Jason stepping into the role, even temporarily, could keep unnecessary eyes off of her and protect her from additional scrutiny. But staying silent comes with its own risks. Carly is already suspicious, her protective instincts kicking in as she questions Jason's involvement. Sam, too, wonders why Jason won't just deny it outright. Even Sonny, still trying to navigate his complicated relationship with his children, may not appreciate Jason's willingness to clean up Michael's mess. As the pressure mounts, Jason finds himself in an increasingly difficult position. Playing along could save Michael from disaster, but for how long? Secrets in Port Charles have a way of unraveling at the worst possible moment, and when the truth finally comes to light, the fallout could be far worse than anyone imagined.